This afternoon, I will start with the first 100 days as to what has transpired, what has been done, and what are we looking forward to. Ablawak ko na nga muna, Apo Vice Governor Eric Sibuma, the honorable members of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, Congressman Francisco Paulo Ortega V, Congressman Dante Sotelo Garcia, Congressman Kenneth Paulo Tereng, Congresswoman Mila Magsaysay, Mayors, Vice Mayors, and the Sangguniang Panlunsod and Bayan members represented by the PCL of La Union chapter officers. Sangguniang Kabataan, represented by the Sangguniang Kabataan Federation provincial officers. Punong barangays, represented by the Liga ng mga Barangay Presidents, heads and representatives of various line agencies, civil society organization representatives, PGLU, department heads, media, and online viewers in the Facebook page of live stream, naimbag nga malam tay amin apo. Maragsakanak nga sumango kada kayo amin, ipatpatag ko nga Ilyocanos. Ta ditoy ti umuna nga gundaway nga sumango kada kayo amin akas ama iti probinsya. Just a few months or years ago, I was sitting here presiding the session as the Vice Governor, but even years and years before that, I was there in the plenary with my various roles in my entire political career. As punong barangay, as board member, as executive assistant to the governor. Pudno daytoy nga rod ti umuna nga public address ko kas ama iti probinsya. Ngem kayat ko nga unay nga datoy panagsangok kada kayo ket saan nga pangtungpal kadagiti ambisyon nga politika wenno ayamanan. No diket pagtungpal dagiti arapaap ken kari para iti panangisubli ken mangidaulo iti pinagkaysa dito'y probinsya tayo. Inta nga malam, intay mamimatangan no anya kadagiti na araramidan tayo. Iti umuna nga manangsagot nga aldaw iti serbisyo. Sangagasot nga aldaw iti serbisyo. I feel it was just a few days ago when I set foot at the provincial capital and pledged to return the trust and confidence you overwhelmingly gave me. But the works that we do, you be the judge. In compliance with the DILG directive, the Office of the Provincial Governor swiftly transformed transition team, which focus on the logistics, administration, governance, policies, and processes, among others. The work the team has done provided the baselines, status, and situation which ensure the orderly and effective transfer of authority. As part of my administration, key department heads were installed, including my Chief of Staff, my provincial administrator, information officer, legal officer, provincial engineer, PDRRM officer, and the provincial agriculturist. Immediately, collaboratively planning meetings and discussions were held with mayors, barangay captains, civil society organizations, security agencies such as the PNP, the BGNP, the NBI, PDEA, AFP, private sector groups, including the PCCI and the Small Medium Enterprise Council and the Regional Development Council. The numerous courtesy visits of the heads of regional and provincial agencies provided me opportunities for partnerships and collaborations for better service delivery. As we promised, we engaged to the Sangguniang Panlalawigan to build stronger relationships by holding informal caucuses with elected officials, participating in legislative sessions in pursuit of the development direction and priorities of our administration. Ongoing efforts to identify and build sources to support include meetings with local officials, civil society leaders, business sectors, congressmen, and the national government representatives. The province also reconstitute key local special bodies such as the Provincial School Board, Health Board, Peace and Order Council, Development Council, and Bids and Awards Committee. The first quarter of my leadership was profoundly tested when Typhoon Emong, along with others, succeeding typhoons struck the province under signal number 4. This, by far, is the most devastating disaster to affect La Union, the next catastrophic 1990 earthquake. The onslaught brought unimaginable destruction. Homes were damaged, infrastructure crippled, and access to basic necessities became limited, with almost no food packs ready for immediate relief. The situation could have easily led to despair. However, instead of pointing fingers and assigning blame, we chose to act decisively and work together. Despite the overwhelming challenges, my resolve to lead our province only grew stronger. The Provincial Disaster Risk Reduction Management Office, General Services Office, the Provincial Social Welfare Development Office responded swiftly and effectively, not mentioning the other departments and other agencies for that matter, maximizing every available source through the support of the national government and the spirit of La Union Agkaisa. Unity and cooperation demonstrated by every PGLU employee. We managed to navigate the crisis and initiate our recovery. Collectively, we mobilized significant resources for disaster response and rehabilitation. The Department of Social Welfare and Development extended assistance valued to more than 133 million, while the provincial government of La Union disbursed about 14 million in food and non-food essentials. Collectively, our component local government units spent more than 35 million, while non-government organizations, partners, donated goods closely to 1.4 million. Other stakeholders within and outside the province contributed to more than 4 million and 42,360 food packs to augment the needs of each affected LGU and countless others that I have failed to mention. We remain deeply grateful to the electric and telecommunication companies that selflessly work around the clock to restore communication lines, as well as the various government agencies that extended their support to zero casualties, swift rescue operations, despite the massive devastation. A total of 177 clearing operations was successfully conducted, a testament to the unity, the dedication, and the resilience of our people. With this, we are willing to be in collaboration with all coastal barangays in reviving training programs that will strengthen their knowledge in rescue operations. In the midst of recovery, Provincial Government of La Union remains steadfast in holding its provincial family together, ensuring essential services, especially in health, Continue to reach our Ilocanos, strengthening our healthcare system, become a cornerstone of our post-typhoon rehabilitation efforts. As we recognize the true recovery goes beyond rebuilding structures. It is about restoring lives, protecting the vulnerable, and securing the well-being of every La Union resident. To ensure the accessibility and quality health services of the province, distributed vital resources such as medical equipment, essential medicines, cleaning materials, industrial funds, and fixtures to all district hospitals of La Union. Conducted integrated enhanced community service in the municipalities of Luna, Bawang, and Agoo, benefiting close to 700 beneficiaries. Through the multi-sectoral health and social programs, forged under the partnership of our Honorable Congressman Francisco Paulo Ortega V and Dante Garcia for medical assistance, support, and enabling patients from Rosario, Caba, Balawan District Hospital to receive timely Medicare. Not to mention our Congresswoman Mila Magsaysay, and of course, our KM representative, Congressman Kenneth Tereng. Through these efforts, we prove that even amid adversities, La Union in spirit of unity and compassion shines brightest by nurturing our people's health and ensuring that every KAILIAN receives the care they deserve. We continue to build a stronger, more resilient, and more compassionate province. We are focused on rebuilding homes and restoring essential services. We never lost sight of the heart of every recovery effort, the livelihood of our people. We understood that the true recovery means more clearing debris, more than clearing more debris and rebuilding structure. It means ensuring families can once again provide for themselves with dignity and hope. To make sure that livelihood does not end when resources are damaged, the provincial government of La Union took proactive steps to revive and strengthen our local industries. Among these initiatives were the turnover of the coffee processing center in Bagyonas in Libo, Bagulin. I hope I had pronounced it right. The turnover of the soft room shared facility in Pugil, Santol, projects that empowered local producers to sustain and expand their income resources. Moreover, to provide immediate relief and capital assistance to those whose means of living were disrupted, we awarded and distributed agricultural emergency trust fund amounting to 1.272 million to 159 farmers and fisher folks from the municipalities of Caba, San Gabriel, Bangar, and Luna. The inauguration of the swine multiplier farm in Balawan addresses the loss of swine population and the financial loss of the hog farmers due to the African swine fever. We have also improved the dairy cattle farm in Aringay with a 2 million budget to sustain and improve this project. However, we just came yesterday from the Department of Agriculture, and I saw a lot again of promising projects that will come our way in the near future. Like, for example, establishment of a cold storage so that our farmers' produce can be prolonged, and thus it will lower the prices. Others, like the swine population, they also have a program. So it was timely that we were there, and we will now coordinate for it to be happening here in our province. Not for long, there will be a storage facility that will be erected in Balawan. Though the compassion and unity, determination, we continue to weave stories of resilience that define the true spirit of La Union. As we rebuild lives and livelihoods, we also recognize that there are many Ilocanos lost not in their own homes, but also their sources of income. Thus, we made it our mission to connect our people with opportunities, forging strong partnerships with national agencies, local industries, and educational institutions to open new doors for employment and entrepreneurship. Through these efforts, we present innovative business opportunities, concepts of local, micro, small, and medium enterprises, and student entrepreneurs during the Negosyo Congress held in Bawang, which gathered 400 participants, inspiring them to think creatively and invest in sustainable ventures. Facilitate the La Union Jobs Fair, where 200 applicants registered, 30 employers participated, and about 25 job seekers were hired on the spot, demonstrating that our efforts translate into real, immediate opportunities for our people. And held career employment coaching and guidance symposiums in the municipalities of Luna, San Gabriel, and Burgos, reaching 540 grade 10 students and helping them prepare for their future careers, a career path, and employment prospects. These initiatives embody our unwavering promise to stand beside every KAILIAN who dreams for a better life, to guide them to a meaningful employment, and to ensure government is not distant, but a bridge that will connect them of hope, opportunity, and progress. As we continue to uplift livelihoods and create opportunities for our KAILIANs, we remain deeply aware that our fight for progress must also be a fight for environment. The recurring floods and destruction caused by the typhoon reminds us that our relationship with nature is one mutual care, where we protect her, she protects us, with the understanding that the provincial government of La Union continues to pursue meaningful initiatives that heal, preserve, and sustain our natural environment. To help Mother Nature recover, strengthen our province's resilience, we launched and supported several key environmental programs. Among these are the Environmental Week Fest, which engaged 2,100 youth participants from the towns of Pugo, Bagulin, Bangar, and the city of San Fernando, inspiring the next generation to take active roles in environmental protection. The inauguration of the Balawan Sewage Treatment Project, a significant step toward responsible wastewater management and cleaner waterways. The incentivized program for best management marine protected area, which included site inspections by yours truly and our mayor in Balawan, Carlo Concepcion, in Imuki Island, recognizing local efforts to conserve marine biodiversity. The 100 Trees for 100 Days initiative in Agoo in Bacnotan, where provincial and local leaders joined hands to strengthen reforestation and community participation. The coastal cleanup activity in San Juan, which brought together 300 participants from the PGLU, local government, community members, and a unified effort to restore and protect our shorelines. With these initiatives, the Liga ng mga Barangay has committed to implement tree planting and coastal cleanup activities in all barangays in the province, involving all sectors of the community. Further, we will also collaborate with SIASI, guardians, and other organizations to implement effective solutions to flooding problems. In fact, we will now enjoin even our brothers in uniform to come out with tree planting activities. We will collaborate with them, support them in whatever ways we can. Even the schools in their students should also be involved, and so as the government officials in the different agencies. We will all be doing this to replace and sustain our trees, which a lot have been fallen by the recent typhoons, especially Typhoon Emo. Though these actions, we affirm our belief that protecting the environment is not just a policy, it is a promise of true generations. By working hand in hand with our communities, especially our youth, we are not only addressing the root cause of flooding and the environmental degradation, but also nurturing to share culture of stewardship, unity, and love for our home, La Union. Hand in hand with efforts to protect environment and strengthen resilience, the provincial government of La Union consistently promotes and implements projects that directly benefit our communities. These initiatives reflect our unwavering commitment to ensure that progress reaches every corner of our province, improving access to healthcare, education, infrastructure, and uplift the daily lives of the Ilocanos. Though legislative amendment on financial assistance, we were able to release of 2,326 science stream students October 7. With the further release scheduled on October 16, educational support is expected to release to 2,150 regular tertiary students and 200 tertiary students who are indigenous peoples in the La Union Educational Assistance Program. Through the efforts of Manang Mary Jane Ortega, the former mayor of San Fernando, we will be engaging Ateneo School to conduct classes in district hospital to enhance their capability of medical workers. Leadership capacity building sessions were conducted for barangay officials to strengthen local governance, while office processes for scheduling and correspondence were established to improve efficiency. As improved and widespread basic services delivery is our ultimate pledge, we pursue the following. Commence the repair of hospital building projects at the NDH, CDH, and RDH starting September 19, marking another step toward improving public health service. Subject additional projects of the said district hospitals to bidding, ensuring transparency and efficiency in the use of public funds. We are already in the process of securing real estate properties to expand hospitals and medical facilities. Held the groundbreaking of a covered court in Sinapangan Elementary School in Balawan, providing students and community with safe venue for learning and gatherings. Conduct the groundbreaking of 3 new classes in Bukayab Elementary School in Bawang, expanding the educational spaces and ensuring a conducive learning environment for our children. Each repair hospital and built classroom represents more than infrastructure. It is a symbol of hope, service, and the provincial government's enduring commitment to the welfare and future of our KAILIAN. Among the many initiatives that we reflect our continuing commitment to serve people with fairness and compassion, one of the most notable achievements is the awarding of tax declarations to about 80 qualified Sagayad resettlement beneficiaries of a total of 200 homeowners inside. After 28 long years of waiting, this family finally received the recognition and stability they rightfully deserve. This moment was more than distribution of document. It was a fulfillment of a promise, a restoration of dignity, a testament to what patient perseverance and responsive governance can achieve. All efforts will be done to complete and remain beneficiaries. So as I ask the Sagayad Homeowners Association for your full cooperation to further strengthen our relationship with various sectors and to ensure that governance remains participatory and to the inclusive and to the provincial government of La Union has continued to foster strong partnership through dialogue, collaboration, and shared vision. We believe that effective governance is not built in isolation. It flourishes when every voice is heard and every sector is engaged in shaping the province's future. In pursuit of this, we have identified and built source of support to the accreditation of regular meetings with civil society organizations, ensuring the development initiatives are grounded on the needs and insights of our community. Facilitate the accreditation of about 157 people's organizations, CSOs, NGOs, and cooperatives, empowering them to actively participate in local governance and decision-making in process. Conducted the La Union Agkaisa Agenda Workshop, where provincial leaders and stakeholders work hand in hand to craft the province's new vision, mission, and roadmap moving forward. A shared blueprint that guides La Union continued journey towards unity, resilience, and progress. The Sangguniang Panlalawigan likewise enacted 13 ordinances, 6 appropriation ordinances. Additionally, the Sangguniang Panlalawigan has accredited a total of 215 CSOs. As the province aims to popularize local language, culture, arts, and tourism, has launched the Aldaw Tirayray Aw to develop a cultural-rooted and contemporary identity made known to the youth and for the generations to come. While the efforts span across various sectors, we have always placed education and the welfare of our senior citizens at the forefront of our priorities. We recognize that strong foundation in the education builds a brighter future for our youth, while honoring and supporting elderly reflects the deep respect and gratitude we hold for those who paved the way for our province's progress. In support, our schools in the provincial government of La Union provided financial assistance to 462 elementary and secondary amounting to 11.55 million for their Brigada Eskwela. Initiatives ensuring that our learning environments are safe, clean, and conducive to growth and development for our students. Moreover, we have granted financial assistance in the following through AICS. Medical to 535 clients amounting to 1,180,500. Burial assistance to 214 families amounting to 2,095,000. Educational beneficiaries are in the 2,350 students, of which we have released initial grants. Equally important, we extend care and recognition to our senior citizens aged to 80 to 100, providing cash incentives totaling to 1.6 million 10. Additionally, we offered 90,000 in assistance to families of deceased senior citizens as a gesture of support during difficult times. These programs embodied our commitment to nurture both the future and the legacy of La Union, empowering our youth through education, honoring our elderlies with dignity and care. Through these priorities, we continue to strengthen the social fabric that binds our KAILIAN together in share and hope and progress. To ensure our commitment to progress translates into better, more efficient services for our people, the provincial government of La Union has invested in modern equipment, infrastructure that empower our workforce and our local agencies. These efforts reflected our determination to enhance operational capacity and public service delivery across the province. In line with this, we have turned over 24 sets of laptop printers and external hard drives to various government agencies, equipping our teams with tools needed for faster and more efficient work. Provided 50 units of e-scooter to the Philippine National Police to improve their mobility in responsiveness in peace and order. In fact, may dagdag pa yan. Meron pang dalawang pick-up that we are just waiting for the proper documents to be finished so that we can turn it over to our security of our peace and order, the PNP. Turn over multipurpose vehicles to the municipalities of Luna and Caba. The next set of MVPs will be turned over to the municipality of Pugo this coming, I think, in about 2 weeks' time from now, to enhance their ability to deliver effective and essential services to their constituent. You see, our giving multipurpose vehicles to the barangays is more geared towards being a vehicle in times of emergencies, especially in the far-flung areas, because it doubles up as an ambulance in cases of emergencies. And especially even in the disasters that we have, the mobility of the barangay government, they will be more mobile in seeing to it that they can now attend to their barangay mates. Operationalize the Speaker Pro Tempore Francisco Ortega Convention Center. This is the place where we are in right now. Furnish it with all the necessary fixtures and creating modern venue for gatherings, conferences, and provincial events that promote collaboration and growth. Committed to the continuous improvement and maintenance of the provincial government of La Union, the provincial government of La Union bus, ensuring reliable transportation support, government operations, and public initiatives. While we banner our accomplishments to date, we recognize that this still a lot to accomplish. The results that we intend to achieve still a way ahead of us. Therefore, we continue to uphold the trust placed in us. We dare to dream bigger for La Union, the center of innovation and growth in Region 1 by 2035. Our mission is clear: to ignite progress through bold, innovative governance, to nurture sustained development, and to empower every citizen to be an active partner in the journey. A few of the strategic projects we envisioned include the establishment of a drug and mental rehabilitation treatment facility with therapy to address the growing concerns of mental health issues, especially among the young. The realization of the Sports Convention Center as we envisioned it to be decades ago, with the assistance, of course, of Congressman Francisco Paulo Ortega. Of course, we don't limit it only to our Congressman Paulo. Maybe our Congresswoman Mila Magsaysay and our Congressman Dante Sotelo Garcia, and of course, our Representative our KM, Congressman Tereng, can also, you are actually welcome. Actually, magsusulisit ako sa inyo. Anyway, whatever is done here is done for the province of La Union. A modernization of health facilities for more responsive healthcare delivery system. PAGCOR has committed 5 ambulances, 4 of which will be turned over to the district hospitals and 1 to our PDR. The construction of the World Bank funded Ramut Pugil Farm to Market Road project in Santol amounting to 298 million that was previously halted due to the incomplete documents. This, however, did not stop me from pursuing the project. In fact, that is just the amount that we got as grant from the PRRD. But there is a counterpart of the local government. The total amount of the project is about 320 million pesos. The aim to improve the mobility and access to market and economic opportunities for local farmers to our KAILIANs in Santol. The establishment of agricultural trading center to improve the marketing and agricultural produce, thereby increasing the income of farmers. The development of the Poro Point Seaport, where the President of the Philippines, Bongbong Marcos, has expressed his genuine international in promoting this project and keep helping La Union. Numalagip yung unay apo, bimisita dito'y dati presidente tayo about more than a week ago. And this is what we were talking about. And I think, dakil apo itinamnamak nga datakit agbalin. Because not only is the President, but even the locality, the local officials, other officials, even the private sector is putting their hand to make it happen. I cannot quantify and see the economic impact that it will bring to San Fernando, to San La Union, to Region 1, and of course, our neighboring provinces. The road ahead is bright. Together, we will forge a path together, accessible, compassionate, social development, a thriving and resilient agricultural community, and a tourism industry that celebrates our heritage with embracing sustainability and competitiveness. Let us now move forward with courage and unity, knowing that the future we build today will inspire generations to come. La Union's best days are yet to come, and together we will write the story together. Diyos ti agnina ti anos kinindakyo, nga nagdangeg ti datoy nanumo, kakabsatyo Mario Eduardo Campos Ortega, podno, kaagserbi kada kayo.